It's 106 miles to Chicago. We got a half a tank of gas. It's dark and we're wearing wait, that's the Blues Brothers. We're just truck driving. We got coffee and a sausage biscuit and we're going to Cincinnati. Hit it. Rock and roll trucker.
Welcome to the Rock and Roll Trucker, the channel that likes to rock and roll, the channel that likes to play. We love to eat, we love to truck, we love to see the world around us and just have a big old time. Come on in and have a seat, let's have a good chat. We'll tell you where we're going, we'll tell you where we've been. Yes, that is me playing the music.
Well, good morning. We're in this here truck, still in West Virginia, working on getting off the interstate. We'll be on the state highways here in a little while. We'll be jumping off on the 35. Beautiful West Virginia. As you can see out the front, it is a gorgeous place. But here is what the experience of driving through West Virginia is like. You go up, then you go down and around corners really fast. Then you go up real slow, then you go down. Then you go up, then you go down. Oh, it's exhausting. It is exhausting in a truck. And then it's in between all of that, if you can hear, bounce, 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 concrete patch in the middle of the interstate, bounce, 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 engine brake, engine brake, engine brake. Oh, it is such an amalgamation of noises and sensations. It's overwhelming. Man. And then, all for the privilege of the joy, you get to pay them at the toll booths for the privilege of driving on this here road, you know, all those road taxes and stuff, and then you get to roads where you got to actually just straight up pay them to drive on. I got an invoice with my pay stub this morning for where I drove some in Connecticut a month or two back. Connecticut, on top of their fuel tax now, they've got an actual heavy use road tax for trucks. You get charged 10 cents per mile for every mile that you drive through Connecticut in a, Class A commercial vehicle here, on top of what you pay, on the fuel taxes and whatnot and everything. So I was up there a couple months ago and did like 140 miles combined back and forth and got invoiced for another $14. That's on top of the tolls and everything else you deal with up there. So, oh gosh. But yeah, look out look out my windshield there with me there. Here, speaking of toll booth, 2 miles ahead, let's give them some more money. Let's pay them some more money. But look at the view through here. These mountains, these trees. It is wild and wonderful, as they say on the sign. Beautiful to look at, and I mentioned on another video that, we've had a place back when we did the band that we used to go play way back off in the hollers and valleys. Just all kinds of natural goodness to look at and do around here. We had another resort park we used to play at in another area too. So I like me some West Virginia. Erin over here, we took her with us to the ATV resort down there, way back in the nothing there last time I went. No phone service, electric comes in and out, just unpredictable, and it's one of the finest things you can do. You truly get away from everything. Didn't you love that?
I did very much.
That was one of her favorite places. She's been wanting to go back just because you get to have a complete disconnect from all of the junk that plagues us every day. TVs, phones, and everything. You can just toss your phone out the window there for 2 or 3 days while you're there, because it's not going to do anything. Sometimes that is good every now and again. But yeah, West Virginia, beautiful state. I haven't been, we'll be jumping off in a little bit to get on 35. There's 2 different routes you can go. You can go 35 and then jump on, it's like 32 or something, I think, Appalachian Parkway. But I feel like just doing 35 today. I haven't done it in many, many, many years. So we're going to be taking the scenic route off in the Ohio there, off into Cincinnati to get this load off today. We still don't know what we're doing afterwards. We'll be going somewhere. We've got to. We've got to make some money. And we don't want to just sit dormant in Cincinnati for no apparent reason with no pocket full of money to go do whatever we're not making any money. So we don't know where we're going to end up still. Oh, Lord, here we go with the pre-pass. Please take some more of my money, or easy pass. Easy pass. I like giving away my money to tolls. It's one of my favorite things to do. I don't know about all of you folks. You get to give them money, you get to slow down and completely destroy your momentum and do the whole process of getting back up to speed again, burning extra fuel, you know, it's pretty cool. Really productive situation. I thought that pickup truck was going in that lane next to me there, where I would have taken it because it's wide open. He fooled me and went off to the next lane right at the last minute. So here we are. Let's see if it works yet again. Yeah, paid toll, thank you. Yeah, you should totally thank me. Let's give you some money. Gave you some of my hard-earned money. But yeah, we're going to drive right along. I've taken you through West Virginia before, all of you. We've been through here, through the state. I don't remember if I took you through here or not. You've been through here with us. Here's a little bit of it again. Again, I said last time, if you ever get a chance just to pass through West Virginia one direction or the other, I do recommend it. I do recommend it. Maybe not in the truck. Of course, if you're doing it in a truck, you're getting paid to do it, so maybe that is a good alternative. Just come check it out. See the world around you. See what makes each state a little bit different from the others. It is a big, wide, vast nation we live in, and there's no reason to spend your whole entire life all in one place unless you are in prison or just, I don't know, unless you're infirmed and just can't leave your bed, or you're stuck in prison, which if you're watching this video, that's probably not the case on either one of those. You should get out and see stuff. We're going to drive along and keep on seeing stuff. Reconnect with you all later. See you in a little while. Y'all see all this crap down here? Somebody dumped their whole entire cup of pistachio shells all over the ground at the fuel pump, right next to the trash can. This is why nobody wants us around. Quit being savage pigs. If you did that, go screw yourself. Quit making us all look like buttholes. you or anybody you know goes through a tunnel such as this, and you do not do this, you or that someone you know cannot be trusted. It's mandatory. Hello, everybody. We're in Butler, Indiana. Yeah, I don't know where it's at either, except for in the middle of nowhere. How'd we get here? We emptied out in Cincinnati. It took a good while to find us another load. Load started running out. There was nothing in the general vicinity, nothing over about 800 miles, nothing worth of crap that was paying anywhere near a doable rate per mile. And I got all the way to 2:30 in the afternoon, and they handed me this 3+ hour deadhead the wrong direction to go down to Georgia for Monday morning. The only plus here is if we drive really hard tomorrow, we can get home tomorrow evening and spend the night in our bed at our home, where we live, where we belong. Yay! So that's good. But we are truly in the middle of nowhere, picking up a load that's most likely heavy. It's what is the name of this place? It's a little subsidiary business of International Paper, so it's the whole rigmarole of back in the door, slide your tandems, unhook, set your whole trailer down. They come put airline locks, they come put the jack stands underneath it, blah, 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 blah. Overkill stuff, typical of International Paper, and it's probably heavy, I don't know. Sure it is. Supposed to be corrugated cardboard, which isn't always heavy, but they said they're putting 44 units, so I assume 44 skids in there, so it's probably going to be heavy. So we've had a bust of a week back as far as revenue goes. Our paycheck today was not great, and not going to be great next week. And then the week after that, probably not going to be great either, but it should improve after that, because after that, well, after next week, we did pull the trigger on making a transition and moving on to another company with something a little more stable. We pulled the trigger on that today. So we're just going to work out this next week and then take my current company's trailer and their ELD and all that stuff. We'll get us a load down to Florida, return all their stuff, bobtail back very illegally. No, just kidding. Yeah, probably so. No, I would never do that. And get it back to the home base and go to work for the company that is literally just a couple of miles from our home. We'll still be doing some, being out, sleeping in the truck some, but not for 3 weeks at a time and not 4 or 5 days away from the house. Should be passing through Chattanooga fairly frequently. I'll talk about who I'm going to work for later in the week, a little further down the road, once we get everything settled with squared away with both companies. But it is happening. Unless something crazy happens, it is happening. It's done, it's settled. I tried, it was a good experiment, but I'm just kind of chasing my tail on the spot market, and a lot of people are. But I just got too much overhead with their trailer rental and their percentage coming out and all that stuff, and I don't feel like I'm getting a whole heck of a lot in return for it, especially in this market. And I'm tired of being mad about it, as that Texas Hippie Coalition song goes. Pissed off and mad about it. Matter of fact, there's the Rock and Roll Truckers recommendation there. Pull up some Texas Hippie Coalition. I can't remember the name of the album, but pull up that song, that album that's got Pissed Off and Mad about it on it. That's what we're going to recommend right now, a little bit early, prematurely, before the end of the video. It's a good one. Groove metal, all kinds of just good stuff. Hard, heavy groove metal from the great state of Texas. Some of that red dirt metal, I think they like to call it. That's the recommendation. But yeah, I'm tired of being pissed off and mad about it, and my back pocket's tired of it, and she's tired of me being pissed off and mad about it. It gets her pissed off and mad about it, and then everybody's pissed off and mad about it, including Texas Hippie Coalition, and they've got nothing to do with any of this. So, adapt and overcome. Change your situation. Don't become complacent. Stand up and do something about it. Did you hear that? That was my foot going down in protest. Dunsies. We're going to go stabilize this situation. This other company's got some contract freight. Not 100%, but It's way more than the 0 that I'm dealing with right now, and they've got about half drop and hook, which is way more than the 0 I've got right now. Less overhead, so it'll be more productive. We'll see if the revenue measures up, but it's at least going to be more productive revenue as we get it. And I can go home whenever I want to and not have to worry about having a whole bunch of weekly fees piling up and, you know, bankrupting us that way. I feel good about it. I don't feel good about the struggle of the money I'm going to have for the next week or two getting there, but after that, it should be way better. I feel good about it. What about you? You feel good about it?
I feel good about it.
She feels good about it. That's what really counts back there. And Dash, what do you think about it? Do you think good about it, Dash?
He thinks nothing.
Dash says, I've been cooped up in this truck for a couple of days and I'm ready to stretch my legs. That's what he says. He feels good about it though.
Only if treats are involved.
Yeah. We'll be able to afford him a good bag of treats, so he's probably gonna be real happy about it. You know. So we're gonna, you know, can't sit there and just spin your wheels forever. You know, you gotta take action or go under. I choose to take action because I really don't want to go under. I haven't yet. Like I said, good experiment. I survived it. Didn't make a whole bunch of money, but I didn't come out completely in the red. So, you know, I've done better than a lot have, especially for a first-time owner-operator. And it seems premature to be bailing out, but the signs aren't looking good. The way the spot market is going, and it's just kind of a futile effort right now until everything turns around some, and that's going to be quite some time, it looks like. And you know, there's going to be disturbances in the contract market and everything too. That's a changing, ever evolving world there too, but there's more meat on that bone right now, so I'm going to go get what I can out of that. And this company's got a shop that they allow their owner operators to use at a drastically discounted price from most shops. So that's a good thing. I'll have access to, you know, mechanics whenever I need them. You know, just a full-blown shop. So, but we'll talk more about that. But for now, go listen to Texas Hippie Coalition so you can see what I'm talking about. Look up Pissed Off and Mad About It. You'll dig it. I do. She does. The dog does. Most everybody that listens to it does. That's your homework assignment. We're going to get off here for now. We're hoping they hurry up and get done because we don't have much clock left. There's a little fuel stop a couple miles down the street from here. We're going to try and get in there. Hopefully one of their 4.5 parking spaces is open. And we're going to chill out. We're going to get up in the morning and we're going to make a hard push to get to Chattanooga before the sun goes down. Hopefully several hours before the sun goes down tomorrow. We can enjoy an evening at home. We'll get back to you guys in a little bit once we get settled in for the evening. See you in a bit. In this clip here, just pretend that guy is dancing to Def Leppard, Pour Some Sugar on Me. I had to voice over this clip because we received a copyright strike for it, all simply because it was playing on the jukebox in the background in a fine dining establishment.
Oh, what the hell?
Dash.
Wait.
Is that a squirt gun? She's got her face. She said, I gotta see what I look like. She's trying to use my phone as a mirror, y'all. Tell her to quit that.
Makeup look pretty.
Stop being prissy. We're back. We're in Butler, Indiana. Literally in the middle of nowhere. We had to drive deadhead over 3 hours here from Cincinnati to pick up a load that's not really worth driving backwards 3 hours just to turn around and head the opposite direction to Georgia. But be it as it may, we are here. We picked up the load and we found a little place to park because we were almost out of hours. We walked to a little neighborhood pub and grill and we had some pizza. And that's all we had was some pizza. We enjoyed ourselves with just the company of others and pizza. It was a bar and grill, y'all.
There was good music.
There was good music that we enjoyed with our pizza. Yeah, because we know that there's a bunch of sticklers out there that say no matter how many hours you're taking off, if you're on your 34 or whatever, you shouldn't ever enjoy anything more than your pizza or your hamburger or whatever. So that's all we had.
But wait a minute.
But
you're forgetting to tell everybody that the lighting of your face, isn't it much better? Can't you guys see him?
Oh,
Come
Lord
on.
have mercy.
Tell this man you can see him better.
Lord have mercy.
What is it?
I got James.
What happened?
I
Come
got
on.
James Cameron for a movie roommate over here trying to. She's like, this
He
is
looks
not
better.
right.
Tell him.
You can see all my blemishes and faux pas.
What do you mean you can see your handsome face and that red hair?
I don't have red hair. I have a red beard.
That's what.
Yeah.
Is your beard hair?
Look,
That is not red.
none's of that. There's none's red there. No, there's not. There is some here though.
But is that hair?
Although that's turning into more that color than it is
What happened to the
red.
end of the fork?
What'd you do? What'd you do this for, guys? What y'all think about that clip we put up before this, though? Dash was really, really trying to protect us from my air wand. He said, I will have none of you squirting any other person on this earth with air, sir. He said, I'll have none of it. I will bite that air's face off. He did bite that air's face off. He spit it out. I sprayed it at him again. He bit that air's
Have
face
you ever
off again.
showed them him digging?
Oh, they've seen his digging. They've seen his digging. Yeah. Yeah, we're here and we don't really have any hurry, so we're just we were like, we'll just go chill out for a while. We saw a guy in a Spuds McKenzie, like, furry dog head with a tail do
I don't think we're
dancing.
supposed to talk about that on YouTube.
I don't know. It was wild. There was interesting things going on in the small town bar. What was it? What was the name of it? Was it Route 30?
Route 66.
No, it ain't Route 66.
Route 6? It was something with a
Pull your
6.
phone up. Let's give them a shout out because it was a good little spot. Their pizza was stupid good. And if you had have ordered a drink, which obviously we would never consider, they pour them really tall. And they give you your money's worth there. At least that's what I gathered from watching all the people around us. I don't know anything. What? What? Did they pour you a tall drink or did they pour one to the neighbors next door?
I can't find my phone.
Yeah, you can't find your phone. Wait, here it is. Tell me the name of the place so we can shout it out.
God, you hit it. See?
Come on. Help me out. It was on basketball. Steve Perry.
My phone made it all go to sleep. Hold on.
I thought we said no more Steve Perry psychos, man. Any y'all ever seen basketball? She's can't.
I'm right. Route 6. I told you.
Route 6 Bar and Grill.
I know what I'm talking about.
What's the
y'all.
address? Is it actually Main Street in Butler?
Yes.
Yes.
It is 110 West Main Street.
110 West Main Street in Butler, Indiana.
Our bartender was Nikki.
Yes. Route 6 Bar and Grill. Our bartendress was Nikki. Quite the good time in there. They were doing karaoke and they had my WWE on the TV running live night. We watched wrestling. We struck up a wrestling conversation with a guy next door to us. We had what other TV show did we have on? There was another one in there we was watching. You was getting a kick out of it on the other TV.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air aired the whole entire time we were
The one
there.
with Queen Latifah. The straws in the nose and they dance.
Yeah, Queen Latifah with the Queen was in there. We had good pizza, and other people had good drinks. Dash loves being when he's got to. He don't like being in the truck necessarily, but when he has to be, we've got the good old Thermo King tri-pack Evolution on the old 2016 Morticia Kenworth T680 here. So we can turn on the AC for him. He's got lights. We turn on the TV and I can pull up the HD antenna for him and put on some, QVC for him so he can listen to what everybody's buying.
He best not order shit.
Well, he ain't got no phone. We ain't got him a phone yet, y'all.
Well, I don't know. He's pretty spectacular. He
But-
can do things.
Yeah, but Dash lives a good life up in here when we go roaming. But we got some, in the middle of doing all that, the important part is we were looking out for our health somewhat because we took a walk because it was close to a mile either direction to go where we went to get some dinner and other people to have some drinks. And it was about a mile back. So we got our steps in and we're going to get up tomorrow whenever we feel like it because we don't have to deliver this load until Monday because we're going broke on it. Our pay period's going to suck, but we don't have to be in Flowery Branch, Georgia until Monday.
Flowery Branch?
Flowery Branch, Georgia, yes. I used to have to go there with Westside when I was driving for Westside. We went there once. Well, I went there once. But we're going to Flowery Branch, Georgia. But we don't have to be there until first come, first serve appointment between 8 and like 2 or 3 in the afternoon on Monday. So we are going to, we're going to have us a good night's sleep. We're going to get up and we're going to book it as hard as we can.
Boogie. We're going to
Yeah.
boogie.
Boogity. Let's go racing, boys. We're going to racing, boys, to Tennessee. Chattanooga to be exact. And if you really want to get down to brass tacks, Passenger Street, we're going south side Chattanooga. Over there, all the good food, all the good people. That's where we're heading back at. And then we're going to sleep it off tomorrow night at the house. Might take all of Sunday off too, and might wait till Monday morning to take off to Flowery Branch, Georgia. I don't know. Or I might leave Sunday night. I don't know. We don't know. The world is up in the air. The world is our oyster, as they say, Dash. Isn't that correct? Regardless, we're going to deliver Monday, and then we're going to run the week out and either deliver in Florida on Friday or Monday, and we're coming back to Chattanooga Tuesday for an orientation and an inspection on the truck to start a new gig. We adapt and overcome in this truck. Kenworth T680 2016, truck number 1340, aka Morticia. We don't fuck around. We get shit done. We adapt and overcome. If shit ain't working, we go find something that works. That's what we're going to do. And we'll keep y'all up to date. I already gave you your music recommendation earlier in the video. So, rock on. Listen to that THC. What's that stand for? I told you earlier in the video. If you don't remember it, don't get pissed off and mad about it. Hint, hint. We're going to go. Talk to you tomorrow. You sleep well. Have a good lunch break. Have a good evening at home with kids. Whatever time it is where you're at. Tell them, Mama.
Good night.
Good night. Dash.
Oh,
Oh, him's a sweetie. See y'all tomorrow.